Summary: Jibri Bell's true colors have been revealed through his actions on the show and in real life, showing his thirst for fame and clout-chasing behavior. Jibri's financial issues and lack of communication with his wife Miona caused tension in their relationship, as he expected her to compromise on her dreams and live a conservative lifestyle. Jibri's actions, including not defending Miona against his family's judgments and taking credit for her success, have shown his lack of support and selfishness in their relationship. Jibri Bell is good at hiding his evil side, but he unknowingly let his true colors show during his time in 90 Day Fiancé Season 9 and in real life. Jibri is a 28-year-old man from South Dakota who first starred in the reality TV show in 2022. Jibri was getting married to 25-year-old Miona from Serbia, who had already taken his last name on social media and spoiled their storyline for fans. Jibri and Miona were rumored to have been married before 2020 and were accused of faking their segments for the show. It could have been Jibri's idea to do it since he came across as thirsty and fame-hungry from the premiere episode. Jibri was called a clout chaser for the antics he pulled to stay relevant. He tried to auction a pair of pants he ripped on the show and promoted himself heavily on every social media platform. While Miona was accused of blackfishing, Jibri was going to extreme lengths to market his band, Black Serbs. Fans suspected the luxury cars they flaunted on Instagram were also rented, using them to fake a lavish lifestyle because Jibri's storyline had implied he was poor. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows. Right now television is being impacted by the ongoing entertainment industry strikes, leaving many turning to reality TV. What are the best shows right now? 8. Jibri promised Miona a good life in the U.S. Miona didn't want to live in Rapid City. "I don't want to live there, Jibri," Miona had told him on a video call before she arrived in the U.S. Jibri asked Miona if she would consider having a wedding in South Dakota to save money. She said that if she wanted a small city life, she could have stayed in Serbia. She expected to live in Los Angeles, where Jibri lived when she met him. While Miona and Jibri eventually moved out of Rapid City, it was Palm Springs they went to and not LA like she wanted. 7. Jibri was broke when Miona came to America. Miona wanted to live the LA lifestyle. Jibri told the cameras that they had not discussed finances before planning the wedding. Jibri admitted he did not know how much money Miona was bringing to America and how much she had saved. He said it was important because Miona's relocating had put a lot of pressure on him. He told the cameras that while LA was a dream, it was not unattainable. He wanted Miona to follow him in the direction he was taking, which was to stay in South Dakota, be more conservative with their money, and understand that they were thinking of a long-term goal. Jibri had been having money issues while Miona was coming to the US. His band had not been actively performing because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and he'd spent a lot of money on traveling the world with Miona. As revealed in the premiere, Jibri was bitter about how expensive her K-1 visa process was, which is why he was living at his parents' house. If money was such a big concern for Jibri, he could have waited longer to marry Miona instead of crushing her dreams of living the LA life. 6. Jibri created a bad impression about Miona in his family's mind. His mom made a few mean comments about Miona's clothes. Jibri's parents had not met Miona before she moved into their house, yet they already formed an opinion about Miona, and it was all thanks to the lies Jibri fed them about her. Jibri's mother, Mahala, was questioning how Miona would dress in America. She was worried about whether Miona would cover herself at home or walk around the house in skimpy outfits. Jibri's mother was concerned about Miona wearing the same clothes she wore in her Instagram posts in her house. Jibri's mom advised him to tell Miona to cover up as a rule in the house. Miona defended her outfits by saying it was a form of expression. Dressing up fancy was a form of empowerment and not something she could let go of to ease her in-laws. Jibri could have told his mom about the same thing instead of Miona having to defend herself. Mahala was projecting her insecurities towards Miona, and Jibri did nothing to defuse the situation. He could have asked his mother to establish solid boundaries with his then-wife-to-be, which he didn't, and let Miona deal with the mean comments. 5. Jibri convinced his fans, that Miona is a gold digger. Jibri let Miona down by not defending her. Self-proclaimed feminist Mahala wasn't the only person in Jibri's life who was unhappy with his choice. Even his bandmate and close friend David had issues with Miona. Jibri knew that Miona and David weren't fond of each other, yet he defended his friend to Miona and asked her to give him a chance. David thought Jibri was too focused on Miona and implied she was the Yoko Ono of their group, creating problems for them since she became a part of Jibri's life. David was too invested in Jibri's life, and Jibri wanted to keep everyone happy by playing peacemaker instead of defending his wife. 4. Jibri took advantage of Miona's flourishing wig business. Jibri took credit for Miona's success. Miona launched her brand, Miona Beauty, in July 2022. Miona claimed she earned over $20,000 within a week of her business launch and had apparently made $87,000 in a month. She had started as a small-time makeup artist in Serbia and was making her dreams come true all by herself in the U.S. Jibri, meanwhile, filmed himself every day as he took Miona's packages out for shipping. He took credit for Miona's success. Miona became a millionaire in April 2023, and Jibri was the one bragging about it. Miona even gifted Jibri an expensive car on their first anniversary in November 2022. 3. Jibri expected Miona to spend lavishly on him. Jibri was jealous of Miona's success. Jibri hardly posts anything about his music anymore. The Black Serbs band hasn't released any new music lately, and Jibri's last song came out in March 2023, called Inner Child. It's unknown what job Jibri is doing for a living in 2024, but he could have been dependent on Miona for his expenses after her business started booming. Miona recently posted an Instagram story where she said she had a phobia of broke men. Miona might have decided to call it quits with Jibri because he refused to share the household expenses. 2. Jibri is turning to spiritually to hide his meanness. Jibri is lying about renouncing his luxury lifestyle. Jibri is currently trying to explore spirituality by traveling to different countries. In Thailand, Jibri got a monk fade where he shaved his head and eyebrows and entered a Vipassana center. He wanted to give up his worldly belongings, and that involved his California castle, his 3 luxury cars, and trips to Starbucks. Jibri said he was dead after coming to India, that he was getting rid of his old self and turning over a new leaf. Jibri's new adventures are a means for him to distract fans from asking him questions about his broken marriage and why his wife moved on with someone else. 1. Jibri is refusing to give Miona closure. Jibri claims he and Miona are still together close, however, Jibri did insist that he and Miona were still together in October 2023. A fan asked Jibri, "Jib, sick, are you and your wife still together? I pray you both are." Jibri replied to them with a, "Yes." By this time, Miona had already deleted all their photos from Instagram and stopped wearing her ring. Jibri could have been refusing to accept that his relationship with Miona was over. Jibri perhaps hopes that everything between him and Miona will be better once he returns to the U.S., even though the 90 Day Fiancé star has been acting like a monster toward her. 90 Day Fiancé airs Sundays at 8 p.m. EST on TLC. Sources: Jibri Bell. Instagram. 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé is a reality TV series that follows the trials and tribulations of non-U.S. citizens who travel from abroad each season to meet their potential spouses utilizing a K-1 visa. This 3-month visa gives the pair 90 days to determine whether or not their romantic and life goals are aligned before they're forced to return home unmarried. Drama and tension unfold as the couples navigate the tricky dynamics of international marriage.